Being indoors is good to have climate control when you're working at Starbucks, to work out in Planet Fitness with the air conditioner. But it's also good to get outdoors and let that heat, that vitamin D, sweat a little bit. The nature, the squirrels, the birds. There's a lot to be said for being outdoors in a very intentional way, structured in your daily routine. So I just got done with my afternoon walk. I try to get outdoors in the early morning, afternoon, and in the evening because even if you work out in the gym, you don't get vitamin D, you don't get nature, the birds, the squirrels, the scenery, and the fresh air. So you have to add that as an element in your life. And I did that even when I would be in the winter in New Jersey. I would bundle up, I'd walk in snowstorms. And I came to Florida because I wanted to be hot and sweaty 90% of the year. Even though in the winter it's not that hot and sweaty. It's, it's warm, it's hot, but it's not humid as much as it is in the summer here in Florida. But I enjoy it. I enjoy to get that hot, sweaty lather going, then jump in the ocean, then let the warm air like dry me off, and then you go in Starbucks or Planet Fitness and you cool off with the air conditioner. That's nice, but too long in the air conditioner, too long with that circulating air and all that sheetrock and no sunlight, then you start to get down. At least to me it's like depressing a little bit. Too long indoors, especially if you have a level of physical ability and a level of youth, no matter what your age, as far as like just ability. You don't want to spend too much time indoors, at least not me. I get a lot of joy out of being outside, okay, and that's why I reposition my life in Florida. I like to be outside, a big portion of the day, and that's why too, like the RV life, the nomadic life, it all played into what I was trying to do. And I discovered this when I got hurt and in my early 30s, and I got like some nerve damage from working out in the gym or just working out at home too indoors with weights. And what I realized as I would then, basically I couldn't work out with weights anymore. So what I realized is when I would go for a walk, that the blood circulation, it would make my nerves and like shooting pain through my body, it'd make that feel better because the body emotion stays emotion. And when you're walking, your blood is circulating through your system, through your body at a higher level, and so it kind of like heals itself. So walking, there's so much benefit to it, physically, mentally, emotionally, every way, guys. And then when you add the element of not just being on a treadmill indoors, even though sometimes that's good, especially when it's raining or very extreme weather, but I like to be outside. Even today with the heat index, it's almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit in South Florida. That's a win for me. Okay. Why? I like a portion of my day outdoors. I like to sweat. I like to feel nature, hear birds, see the squirrels, see greenery. I like to go in the ocean to cool off. I like the heat to warm me back up after I get out of the ocean. And then, I like to go and, certainly you want the climate control and everything when you're working, when you got your laptop, your desk set up. Certainly you want a level of climate control, when you take a shower, stuff like that. It's nice to have that all a more stable environment, and when you're using weights and things like that. But outdoors, which again ties into the nomadic life, ties into the RV life, even though I'm a little bit down on the RV life. Why? The air quality, because of the materials used in the travel trailers and even the motorhomes, is not ideal. And the RV parks and campgrounds, not that much privacy. So I'm getting a little negative towards that. But I digress, and I just stay the subject, which being outdoors is therapeutic, physically, mentally, emotionally, and find a big park, find a park that there's not too much street traffic, find a park that, you can see some nature. That's key, no matter where you are. Again, I did this in New Jersey. I did this when I was traveling. I would always try to find, okay, where's a close park that has good walking paths and bathrooms. You want bathrooms. And and go there for a portion of the day, then go back to Starbucks, then go to Planet Fitness, okay? And just, rotate. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't loiter. But this is all, part of, like sometimes in life when you're struggling with something or you're stuck or there's just nothing that is right there it just keeps you doing something productive, and it keeps you thinking, and it keeps you, using your energy in a healthy way, right? Sometimes if you're having a problem in life or at your job, you go for a walk outside. I used to do this when I worked in an office. When I worked in an office, I would go for a walk outside around the building a few times, and I'd come back to the desk, and I'd have more clarity to solve problems, what to say in an email, right? I have a higher focus. But when you're just indoors all the time, you suffocate that nature. And it's okay for a little bit, but step outside. Again, you don't have to be in Florida. I did this in New Jersey. You don't have to work remote. I did this in an office. But get outside a portion of your day. Walk. Don't run. And listen to music sometimes, and listen to nature the other times. And I enjoy it. And I love the South Florida life. I mean, I did it in the winter too, but I love South Florida. So either way, click the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. To all my members of the channel, thank you. You want to support the channel, click that join button. Keep showing up to your life, your responsibilities, and your desires, and your goals. And you fall, you get back up. One step at a time, one day at a time. And get outside. Okay, enjoy life as best you can, one day at a time.